Hey guys, my name is Josh. Today we're going to be talking about another January horror movie, so, it was pretty bad. And I'm not even joking, this one was pretty not good. Yeah, just as bad as The Grudge. But today we're going to be talking about The Turning. So The Turning is a supernatural horror film starring Mackenzie Davis, Brooklyn Prince, and Finn Wolford. You would figure that's alright. You know what I mean? Mackenzie Davis has been in some stuff that's been okay. Finn Wolford's a cool guy, nice guy. Stranger Things, that second season was bad, and Mike was a whiny bitch, but I'm not even going to get into it right now. Don't get me started. Anyways, the movie's about a young girl that goes ahead and takes a job as a guardian and caretaker of a couple children. They live in this big-ass spooky mansion. It's a pretty simple plot. There's not a whole lot going on there. The sad thing is, there's not a whole lot going on at all. Nothing's happening. It's not good. So the movie strolls along with her, going to the, well, at first it's leaving, where she's living now, and she ends up going through this, it almost seems like a senior citizen center or something, but everybody's doing art, and then she rolls up on who is her mom, who is blatantly, just going nuts, and just, scribbling on shit, and seems super zonked out and crazy. And she's like, alright, Mom, I'm gonna dip and do this job, right? And her mom's just like, whatever, man, I'm just painting shit. I'm not even fucking listening to you. I'm nuts. But it goes ahead and hands her a painting of herself. It was pretty nice. I'll admit, it was a nice painting. And then, she fucks off and goes to the mansion. At first, it really seems like it doesn't, really have a whole lot of gravity to the movie, which in all honesty, in my opinion, it doesn't, but we'll get back to that later. So she goes on, she gets to the mansion and everything. She meets the old maid lady, family friend, caretaker, cooker woman, who I guess at any point you could be like, well, why doesn't she just take care of them? Fucking, she's already there. She's already just as creepy. Just let her do it. But I guess that's not the case. But you're introduced to her, and in my opinion, she is the best part of the movie. She plays up the spooky, I know what's going on, and you don't know what's up, omniscient old woman very well. And her parts are delightful. She's fucking creepy. It works out. I wish I could say the same about everybody else, as that's not the case. So soon you're introduced to Brooklyn Prince, who is the small girl that it's on the posters, or she's on the posters, in all the trailers, everything like that. Her acting, and she's a child. I'm not gonna try to fucking beat up a child's pride by going in on their acting and everything, but it was a little split down the middle. There was some stuff that she said that, seemed very just disjointed and, obviously a kid saying a line that they gotta say, and you're like, alright, okay. And then there are other times where it just feels very natural. She says some, dumbass kid shit that you're like, I could totally see a dumbass kid saying that. And it fits. It works well. Later on, you're introduced to Finn Wolford's character, who is adolescent, coming back from school. I guess he goes to school abroad and all that shit, and then lives in the mansion, when he can. He's weird. His part is not good. His whole character just was odd. Teen that's kind of into the caretaker, wants to be, but is also too fucking creepy and weird for it to matter and do anything. So the movie just continues with fake things happening and people seeing things in the mansion. And by people seeing things, I mean it's only Mackenzie Davis's character as the main character, just kind of seeing some spooky shit go on, and then the kids just kind of fucking with her. You know what I mean? They have some prank by the pool where you see a body or something in there, and she hops off the phone and runs, and she's like, oh, I gotta save the kids, and jumps in, and it's a fucking mannequin or some shit, and then the kids are just like, oh, we got you, fucking so cool, and she's like, yo, get the fuck in the house. But it's just a lot of not scary shit. There was one, like, dummy, cheap jump scare in the beginning that actually did get me, but every other sequence, with the exception of that pool one, was pretty much already shown in the trailer. And they were bad in the trailer, so they're much worse when that is the actual film. There's a segment in the trailer where, unless I just looked away out of boredom and missed it, a huge-ass spider just crawls out of Finn Wolfhard's mouth, and that never happened in the movie at all. And I'm just like, where's the big-ass spider? But I gotta move along before I just start griping about dumb shit. Anyways, so it gets to a point where shit's just going on. She's trying to get out there. Everything's just getting creepy, I guess. Whatever. And she ends up getting some fucking paintings from her mom. And it's some scribbled on bullshit. It's just literally the whole page is just like black charcoal. And it's got some like holes in the middle of it from where it looks like somebody scribbled way too hard and fucking ripped the paper. And you're like, alright, whatever. So then, you know, the whole mystery of the fucking thing is that the last caretaker was, like, dummy murdered by the horse trainer, and that, you know, there's, like, fucking ghosts around, and that the horse trainer's ghost is still here or some shit, and he was some creepy old man that would take Finn to the bars to drink and all that other shit. So yeah, they find that out, and then they're running away from the ghost, and they get in the car, and they drive away, and they get out the gate, and I'm like, alright, that was a shitty end to a perfectly shitty movie. It wasn't good, but I guess I accept it. I guess this young woman is just gonna go ahead and drive away with 2 kids that aren't her own, and do whatever. Cool. So, I generally try not to spoil things in these reviews, but this shit was just so what the fuck that I'm like, why? So you think it's over right there, and then they go, no, not at all. It cuts back to the scene of her looking at the scribbled on pictures, and it's like it never fucking happened. And then she leaves, and fucking some shit goes down with, like, the ghost or whatever, and then it ends by zooming into her eyeball and sees, like, her mom painting some shit or something like that. I don't know. I saw this movie like a fucking week ago at this point, and I just blocked it out of my mind instantly. What the fuck? It was such a, like, go fuck yourself, we're not wrapping up anything, no conclusion, after you already just had a shitty conclusion to a shitty movie. You got worse. So yeah, if you get the chance to see The Turning, don't do it. Just don't.